For some time, I've had this voice gnawing at me, constantly pushing me to dream big and live a life without limits. It stays with me as I go to bed and is the first thing that greets me when I wake up. It's an unwavering desire to live my life full out. For too long, I suppressed this desire for more, and for too long, I didn't care. Until one day, when I made a decision to listen to that voice pushing me to be better. Through this, I've learned this life will never be just about one of us. It will always be about all of us. That has guided me to where I am now, about to run the hardest race of my life.
Morning of the race. Feeling a bit sore, feeling a bit good, feeling excited. Everything in between. It's a chilly morning here in Cusco. It's still the winter here, but it's beautiful during the days. It gets pretty hot, but in the mornings it's a little chilly. You know, I was looking at a video this morning and I was like, okay, let's see, what to do the day of a race. And it was like, don't try anything new. And I was like, I think 95% of what I'm about to do is gonna be new, including the race, the terrain, the distance, everything in my gear, my food, whatever that I'm using, my clothes, my shoes. So, if I have any advice for you, don't do what I'm doing. I realized once they were requesting for my heart, lung, and hemoglobin levels that this was something a little bigger than I thought. So I thought I would show you guys my setup. All the safety. They got a first aid kit, safety knife, emergency blanket, some protective layers, headlamp. I have my own things, like that's gonna be tracking my miles and everything, and this is gonna be tracking my heart rate. This is just for filming. That's an extra battery charger, so if anything dies. My number, obviously. These are for my water to give me more energy and calories and electrolytes. Then I have my gels, which I'll eat periodically throughout the race. There's my bag. That's the other flashlight. This is for the GoPro. These are bandages, the long underwear, socks, shorts, under t-shirt kind of compression, long compression t-shirt, long pullover, a thermal and windbreaker jacket. They wanted that specific, stocking hat, and then a ball cap. And then last but not least, the shoes that are supposed to last me the whole trip. All right, I don't think you'll understand where I'm at right now, but I need a place to put my stuff, and because I didn't book a place for the night because I'm gonna be running all night, and so I reached out to the place I'm staying tomorrow night, and they have a little storage area. So I'm about to change into my racing stuff and get all ready in a little storage closet. And that, my friends, is how you get dressed for your 60-kilometer race in the Andes in a storage closet. I don't think I could have written this story. I have no idea. I'm really looking forward to it, but it's crazy how this is all coming together. Getting ready to board the bus. We got about 3 hours to the starting line. Everybody's gathered around here, and we also got a little performance in the background. Getting ready.
To make it even better, a gentleman saw us waiting and gave us a little song for the road.
Sick. Everybody's getting ready, doing a little stretching. Race is starting in T-minus 10 minutes. I don't really know how I feel about this, or what emotions I feel, but I'm ready to get out there. I'm seeing some of the 100-kilometer runners come by in like one day, but just checked in. All you need is a safety blanket and a first aid kit, and you're good to go. Got a lot of spirit, soul, hard work, hopefully, but looking forward to it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Today is August 23rd, and on the 27th, I'm going to be running my second ultramarathon ever, but this time it's in Peru, and this time it's in the Andes, so I wouldn't even compare the two. I think I got like a stomach bug or something. I'm still trying to get some runs in, but yeah, it's gonna come down to race time. You know, it's one of those things that I know I have to do, I want to do, but I also know like living with no limits is one of my mottos, and this is one of those things I gotta see for myself. I'm in the airport right now. It is Wednesday. It's around 5 in the morning. I have my flight coming up, heading to Lima and then Cusco. Looking forward to it. A bit tired, but ready. Alright, just arrived in Cusco. I'm heading for my check-in. There's a technical session and they need to do some medical checks for me. But just arrived at the place I'm gonna be staying. But on my way, it's really hot here, beautiful. Right now, waiting in line to get checked in. Everybody's getting registered, getting everything checked out. Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Ahora sí. Ya. ¿Cuántos kilómetros?
60. ¿Y cómo te llamas?
Violeta.
Violeta. Gusto.
Certificado médico, perfecto.
Gracias.
Hay que llenar esto, firmar y puedes pasar a no.
Perfecto. I just got my bag, my number, got a little present, my emergency blanket. That's super needed. Got a shirt, let's see. Yeah, shirt, 60K. And then I need to add in my route so that I know where I'm going. So here's my route. I just scan it, it uploads to my phone, and then I have it during the race, and I know where I am, people know where I am. I just met my first friends, tried to speak some Spanish to them, but this is their probably 5th race. But you know, I'm experienced, but I was just asking them maybe what they were eating and what they were doing for a race or an extra practice run before. Really looking forward to it. Gonna eat. He told me eat pizza and pasta, and so we'll do that. Gonna take a run later today, get a good meal in me, get some good night's sleep, and then the bus is at 10 p.m. tomorrow, so I have all of tomorrow, and then the race starts at 3. So, also from my experience, I did not bring half the stuff I needed, such as a survival knife and a red light in the back of me and a lot of other things, so I have to go buy all of those, but that'll be fun too. I arrived in the center, got a little shared a ride with another fellow racer, and going to get my first aid kit, a knife. All right, we just came from first store. I got my whistle. It's part of the required. I got my knife. And last but not least, my safety kit. All good precautionary measures. Don't know how worried I should be, but very nice. Now headed to the next store because the first one didn't have everything I need. They sent me on another goose chase, so we'll see if I get to this one. While I'm also figuring out a lot of things, this is the center of Cusco. Is beautiful. Cusco is more of a
older, more tradition-based, customary, super cool, very nice people. All right, second try, no success. But he did, the store manager told me to go to this other place, so now I'm gonna go there. But I'm also starting to realize that I shouldn't be walking this much right now. I'm about to put my body through I don't think it's ready for, but I mean, beautiful though. I'm getting a really great tour of Cusco. And look at these buildings, they're incredible. I'm calling the search off. I've been walking too long and I need to rest up. I'm probably actually gonna get a run in. I wanna head back, get some food, everything ready, just relax, put my feet up. But it's beautiful. I could definitely walk here all day. Now I'm just taking a little run to get acclimated. The altitude is definitely kicking my butt. But beautiful town. Just like running through all of this is super beautiful. Really looking forward to tomorrow. It's gonna kick my butt. I met a guy when I was registering who does triathlons on top of these ultra marathons. But he said one thing is, any of these super athlete, ultra, whatever, extreme sport communities have always been super kind, super welcoming, and it's less about place, it's more about each one of you know what you've just been through, and no place has to matter, just the fact that you finished. I thought that was pretty special. I just finished my run and do some stretching. Did about 30 minutes. I don't really know what you're supposed to do before a race, but did 30 minutes. Heading to dinner now, but I also, when I was in registration, they kept giving these bags to the front desk people. I was like, what? You know, what are those for? Like, oh, these are drop bags. I was like, oh yeah, I've heard of those. Like, but I don't know, I didn't think I needed one or anything. But they said, if you're doing the 60K or the 100K, then you need a drop bag with, you know, all your essentials to continue the race. Like, you can't possibly carry them all. I was like, yeah, of course. I got my drop bag. And like, yeah, where is it? I was like, yeah, it's back at my apartment where I'm staying. And they're like, okay, just bring it back. So now I got a random bag, threw some stuff in it, some extra food, some extra clothes, I don't know, and then gonna now go drop it off. Super cool little pizza shop. Freddy, the maestro de pizza. Night before the race. This race is gonna kick my behind. But, you know, you always have to push yourself. Live life with no limits. I think that's what I'm gonna start living by. I know that's not new or anything, but it's brought me here, and here's taught me a lot already, and it's shown me why I'm doing this. So I'm telling you, I'm already like, when I went on my run today, I was like,
This is me freaking out a bit, knowing I might be slightly over my head. Everything I have done thus far has led to this. One night, before I journey into the unknown of the Andes Mountains. And speaking of which, the Andes Race is a 60-kilometer uphill battle comprised of stunning Andean mountain trails with 2 summits around 15,000 feet. It starts in the little town of Lares and makes its way to Alatatambo, where I'll finish my race. So here we are. The first 3 hours of the Andes race are in complete darkness. Over the course of the morning, I will have climbed the first of 2 summits over 14,000 feet. By 6 a.m., the sun will begin to rise over the mountains, and the expansiveness of the Andes will come into view.
Sorry for blinding you guys, but I'm about an hour and a half in. I'm about just finished my first ascent, coming down now, but then heading back up in a little bit. The legs are feeling it. Altitude you definitely feel, but still in pretty good shape. Just starting off. Sun's starting to come up. Beautiful. Just finished my descent and heading to my first checkpoint, and then probably gonna get some water and then get off and running again. It was beautiful. Once the sun started to rise over the mountains, incredible. Hello. All right, sun's now officially over the mountains, but I hate to say it, the legs, they're shot. Little few steps at a time, poco poco. I knew the physical body wouldn't make it. I did this not for that. I did this to learn a lot about myself, and I already am. Maybe a little soon, but better early than never.
Hola. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo vamos?
Just finished the aid station, heading out for part 2. This is when the real race starts. I'm ready though, let's get it. This is about to kick my butt. Made it to, I don't even know what height this is. A beautiful view. A few other guys. Amazing. Just chilling. Let's go. You know, doing 60 kilometers is sometimes worth it when you got this. So after that super big ascent, which kicked my butt, I caught up to these guys who were way better than me, just because the ascent and the aid station, I think they actually made sure to get what they needed. But I was like, perfect, I'm gonna stay with these guys. I just caught up to them, might as well. And then these guys have the bright idea, after dying, to then sprint down the hill with all these stones and things. And you know, any normal person does. It's like, screw it, might as well go with them. We've been sprinting down these cliffs for the past hour. My legs are gonna give out, I swear. Gosh, never follow people who actually do that, because it's gotten me a lot farther than I probably would have. But be careful. Peace and love.
Hola. I just got passed by a bull or a mule, or sorry, donkey. Slow and steady. I'm on my way down. Just finished my last huge climb. I kept asking, is this the summit? Is this the summit? And there'd be another hill around the corner. But it's all downhill from now. Still feeling it, like my body aches. It's gonna enjoy some nice sleep after this. In this video, I was just told that there were 14 kilometers left, which would amount to the full 60K race. But what I would learn later is that the race was actually longer than 60 kilometers. Alright, 14 kilometers turned out to be like 20, and hardest part of the race by far. But I was the most fortunate running to them because they helped me so much, so I can't thank them enough. They were getting me going, but man, the route was really poorly marked and a lot of people were saying different things. Closing in the race. It's been a ride. Exhausted. I'm gonna get some sleep. Probably gonna do a brief debrief tomorrow. But man, no regrets. No regrets whatsoever. I finished the race running a total of 40 miles in the span of 15 hours and reaching a max elevation of 14,700 feet. This was one of the hardest physical and mental challenges I have ever gone through. The most unusual thing happens when you push yourself past your limits and break through your fears. You start to build confidence and believe in yourself. You start holding your head a bit higher and walking a bit taller. You start to look at this opportunity of life a bit differently and begin to realize you have everything you need inside of you. We can't count the days we have left, but we can make the days we have left count. The struggles and challenges we have had push us to grow as human beings. Never stop dreaming, and know you are the only one that can make that a reality. Peace and love to you all. Until next time, ciao.